Welcome into the opening game for your Lady Pioneers, coached by John Lewis, Natalie Knight-Johnson, Nate Edson, and Drew Wheatcroft. Pioneers' first game of the season is going to be against Haskell University, who comes into tonight 0-3 after a three-tough game road stretch in Nebraska. Played up at Hastings College. They did go down and play at Ottawa University, had a couple of close games there. This will be the opener for your Pioneers, who come in ranked 11th in the nation. Coach John Lewis, of course, coming off a 2016 national championship winner with some of the same staff. Obviously, no players left over from that team, but a lot of success over the years. Multi-time Heart of America Coach of the Year, and looking forward to see this version of the Lady Pioneers. Megan Scott will get set to jump center. Big senior, started her career at Pittsburgh State University, and she controls the tip to fifth-year senior Michaela Gooch, who gets a set up in our offense. Trelshawn Smith on the left wing. Looks to enter the post to Megan Scott, couldn't get it to her. Stolen away by Haskell, and Irving will bring it up for Haskell. She finds Guillory, top of the key, and Guillory's gonna drop a pass in on a curl cut there from Trista Takes Enemy, which is a tremendous name. And Haskell's got Michaela Gooch trapped in the backcourt. She's able to find Trelshawn Smith. Trelshawn brings it across the timeline. Smith probes, pull-up jumper, left elbow, off the glass, no good. Rebound, Megan Scott, and she couldn't get the follow to go. Guillory may have got a piece of that shot. I'm not sure if she'll get credited for a block or not. But Jordan Gonzalez came down with the rebound, but it's deflected out of bounds, and Haskell will take over. Irving gets the offense set up. She's going to hit into Zoni Thomas on the right wing. Thomas to Guillory. Drives right, pull-up jumper, right elbow, rims out, rebound, Trelshawn Smith. She's going to bring it herself. Smith swings it to Megan Scott, top of the key. Now she's going to go ball screen on the right wing. And Jordan Gonzalez stops behind the screen, pulls up for three, and buries it. First points of the year for the Pioneers. Jordan Gonzalez from downtown on the right wing. Horn set from Haskell. Ball screen going left. Going to stay on the left wing. Re-screen coming. Drives left. Now they're going to kick to the corner. This is Guillory. She's their leading scorer. Drives into a big Megan Scott who says no paint. And they're going to go drive and kick, get an extra pass, and that's going to be the first foul of the game. And they are going to get Megan Scott with that, her first. And so Nazoni Thomas will go to the line for 2 free throws. Thomas gets the first to go. You can hear the Birdman, Ryan Robinson, making his presence felt in the Cook Center, whooping away as he does on all opponent free throws. What a home court advantage for the Pioneers, having Ryan on that sideline, and he causes a miss there, rebounded by Trelshawn Smith. 3-1's the score, 8:30 to go, first quarter. Trelshawn swings it to Megan Scott, and Scott's going to go dribble handoff. She keeps it herself, gets all the way to the block, and now kicks it back out to Smith. Trelshawn tries a three, right side, no good. That's rebounded by Thomas. Outlets it to Irving. Here comes Haskell. And Irving goes right back to Thomas inside. She has a lane. It's blocked away by Ariel Sargent. What a block by Sargent. Thomas had a wide open layup for a second, or so she thought, and the long arms in anticipation of Ariel Sargent gets a block from behind. Megan Scott, rip and go, right corner. She gets all the way to the basket, no good. Rebound, Jordan Gonzalez. We're going to reset. Now Sargent tries a three, left wing, too strong. That's going to be rebounded by Tiana Guillory. Here comes Irving. I'm going to be saying Irving a lot tonight because the two freshmen are sisters, got to be twins, look almost identical. and Mapia Irving and Wakian Irving. I hope I'm saying their name correctly. 2 freshman guards, number 1 and number 3. Both play a lot of minutes for Haskell. We're going to get a 3-second violation, so the Pioneers will take over. Sargent to inbound against full court pressure. Looks to be a little bit of a soft press this time. Haskell backs up. Charles-Shawn Smith will bring it across half court. She comes off a high ball screen from Megan Scott. It's a Spain pick and roll. She gets a back screen from Michaela Gooch. Gets all the way to the rim. Charles-Shawn Smith, nice pass. Megan couldn't get the shot to go. And Haskell's bringing it the other way. Here comes Irving. Kicks it out to Trista, takes enemy, and she takes all 3 of those to give Haskell a 4-3 lead. Now Gooch brings it up against man-to-man pressure. Michaela gets in the wing right side. She's going to kick it out. There's Jordan Gonzalez again. This time couldn't get it to drop. First substitution of the ball game and of the season for your Pioneers. It's going to be Lydia Austinson checking in. Austinson, a senior guard out of Topeka, Kansas, transferred from Cloud County, although she was a Pioneer last year. And Irving brings it up against Michaela Gooch, full court pressure. Enters it to the high post, that's Guillory. She's gonna drive right, isolation, and it looked like a beautiful pass to Trista takes enemy, although I think it may have been a shot attempt that got deflected. Either way, Pioneers are gonna take over possession. And Gooch is gonna set up the offense. Gets in a set, they go from a horns look, enter to the high post. Tried to enter to the high post to Megan Scott, ball was kicked, so it'll stay possession Pioneers. Resets the shot clock to 20. And Megan Scott is going to take a seat. That's Rachel Siebold, junior guard out of Shawnee Mission Northwest High School, who checks in for the Pioneers. And Sargent takes the inbound, back to Gonzalez. She drives top of the key, swings the ball to Siebold. Her first touch, she's going to try a 3, too strong. Rebound Haskell. That's takes enemy. She's going to take it all the way herself, gets into the lane, left side off the glass, no good. Ball's battered around a couple times, and it's going to be Pioneer ball. 4-3, still your score. 6:08 to go, first quarter. And Michaela Gooch played a lot of minutes over her 4 years. Gets a set up in the offense. Sets a down screen for Austinson. Pops back to the right wing, and now she's going to come off a ball screen from Sargent. She gets all the way into the lane. Nice pass, Siebold. Extra pass, Austinson, left corner. She got it. Pretty offense there from the Pioneers. Use the wing ball screen. Michaela gets into the paint. Finds an open Siebold who makes an extra pass that deserves to go in. Great play by the Pioneers, and they get a steal, and they're coming back the other way. This is Gooch again, top of the key. She drives right this time. Kicks it to Gonzalez. Now she takes a ball screen, stop and pop again. She hit another one. That's 2 threes now for Jordan Gonzalez, and both of them using a ball screen. Defender went under, and with no hesitation, she raises up, and she's got another one. 9-4 year lead for the Pioneers. Gilliard has it in the high post for Haskell. She goes to take enemy right side, off the glass, couldn't get it to drop. Guillory, not Gilliard, excuse me. And here comes Gonzalez left side. Pretty no-look pass to Austinson, cutting to the rim for a layup. You see that shiny little piece of metal on the floor. That's a dime that was just dropped by Jordan Gonzalez. And we got our first full time out of the ball game. 5:04 to go in the first quarter. 11-4 is your score. We'll be back after this. MNUsports.com. And coming out of the timeout with 5:04 left in the first quarter, Pioneers lead 11-4 here in their first action of the season, home opener and season opener for your Lady Pioneers, the 11th ranked team in the country. Happy to be able to bring you a free broadcast on MNUsports.com and MNU Sports YouTube channel. Do have the live chat feature. Let us know where you're at in the world, who you're supporting, who you're a fan of. Keep it G-rated, of course. Root for your team. We keep all positive comments in the YouTube chat, or those will be taken down, of course. But let us know where you're at, who you're rooting for. Nice to have you with us on MNUsports.com. Haskell couldn't get one to go coming out of the timeout. It was rebounded by Ariel Sargent. Now Michaela Gooch probes, and Trista takes enemy, comes away with the steal, and she's going to get it up to Irving. Irving, left-handed layup, left side, got it to go. Good finish on the left side from Irving. Mapia Irving that time. Now a little pistol action on the left wing. Austinson sets a ball screen, flares the top of the key, receives the pass, and she goes right hand all the way to the rim. The hoop and the harm. She gets the and one to go, and she's going to the line for one more. Good action by the Pioneers. Austinson had just hit a three in the left corner. They run a little set to get her a touch. She sets a little step-up ball screen and then immediately receives a screen. Going top of the key. Defender closed out hard because she had just hit a shot from the perimeter. And she wisely blows by that closeout, gets to her right hand, finishes and one. Good play from Austinson. Trellshawn Smith checks back in for the Pioneers, gives Michaela Gooch a rest. And Siebel gets an offensive rebound on the missed free throw, so the Pioneers are going to retain possession. Austinson's got it left side this time. Drive and kick. This is Trellshawn Smith. Trellshawn gets into the paint, kicks out to Rachel Siebel. Spin move, and couldn't get the scoop shot to go. And Guillory came down with the rebound for Haskell. And they try to play in transition. Errant pass taken away by Jordan Gonzalez. She throws it full court. Siebold, inside hand finish, right hand on the left side. Pretty play. That's a 15-6 lead for the Pioneers. Heads up play by Jordan Gonzalez, finding her teammate as soon as she got the ball in her hands. And a good finish there from Siebold on the full court outlet. Haskell running some offense now. 1-4 high set. Here's a pro cut. And they throw it cross court on the pro cut to Guillory. She couldn't handle it. That'll be a turnover. Pioneers take over. And we'll have a substitution. First action we've seen from Zoe Hayward, the senior guard from Leavenworth, Kansas, not far down the road, but transferred from Northwest Missouri State. Excited to see her play this year in a Pioneer uniform. Trellshawn gets the offense started. Sargent top of the key. Now Siebold left wing. Back to Trellshawn in the left corner. She's coming off a ball screen. Gets into the paint. Stops. Hesitate. Crossover right to left. And dropped off a pass. She was looking for her teammate Zoe, who just checked in. Hayward, great idea from Trellshawn. Got all the way into the paint. Saw a cutting teammate, just couldn't connect on the pass there. And Pioneers will set up in a little 2-2-1 press. And Trellshawn gets a hand on it. It's stolen away at midcourt. And Siebold this time going right hand, gets her shot blocked and stolen away by Irving. And Haskell's going to push. They've got numbers, 4-on-3. And Euro step on the right side, couldn't get the shot to fall. That's Guillory with the offensive rebound, and she puts it back in. That was Sonia Astorga, who just checked in for Haskell, who missed the layup on the Euro step, but again cleaned up by Tiana Guillory. And Trellshawn Smith has it on the right wing. Too much space. Trellshawn pulls for three, no good. And rebound Guillory. She's got a bunch of those already. 15-8 your score, 2.5 to go first quarter. Irving comes off a high ball screen from Astorga. She's going to find Tiana Guillory top of the key. She swings it left side, chases it to a ball screen. And this is going to be Farrah Parrish, who tries the three on the left side. No good. And we'll get Michaela Gooch and Megan Scott back into the game. Trista takes enemy, checks back in for Haskell as well. And Hayward inbounds to Gooch. Michaela calls an offensive set. Pioneers set a staggered double here for Trellshawn Smith. Trellshawn goes all the way corner, and now they go high post to Austinson. Looking to go high-low. They have Megan Scott inside. Now Hayward drives on the right side. Kicks it out to Austinson. Now they finally do find Megan Scott in the post. Drop step on the right side. Had a great look, couldn't get it to go. Gets her own rebound and alertly throws a pass off of a Haskell defender. So Pioneers will retain possession, go baseline out of bounds here. Megan hasn't got one to drop here early tonight, but she's followed her own miss for several offensive rebounds, and that time makes a heads-up play. So the Pioneers will keep the ball. Hayward to inbound, box set from the Pioneers. And Hayward finds Megan Scott high post. Scott, one dribble to her right. Cross-court pass, she finds Austinson left corner. Three look good, left it short. She gets her own rebound, puts it back up. Again left it short, and this time Rebounded by Takes Enemy. And Trista sets the offense for Haskell. Enters high post right side. Run that play a couple of times now for Guillory so she can isolate coming off the elbow on a dribble drive, trying to attack Megan Scott. Megan's done a good job keeping her in front. And Michaela Gooch comes down with the rebound. She's going to push it herself. Got a 4-on-3 break. She finds Trelshawn Smith left wing. Trelshawn right to left crossover, back into the lane, gets all the way into the rim, and she's fouled by Takes Enemy. And Trelshawn will go to the line for 2. Couple of times tonight already, we've seen the quickness of Trelshawn Smith. She's able to go by her primary defender and force help. A couple of times she's gone drive and kick. That time she decides to attack the help defender and earns herself 2 free throws. Second foul on Trista Takes Enemy. See if coach opts to leave her in or this early in the game. Only a minute 15 in the first quarter to go. And she will take a seat. This will be Cameron Yazzie checking in for Haskell. The Irving twins have some fans for Haskell watching from Arkansas, or excuse me, from Arizona. And Haskell's going to bring it up against a little full court token pressure from the Pioneers. Trelshawn Smith guards the ball at midcourt. Irving brings it across, receives a ball screen, high top of the key. Now she's going to find left wing. Now it goes into the high post. And she's going to take a 1-dribble pull-up jumper on the left side, no good. Trelshawn Smith with the rebound. She's pushing herself. And probing at the top of the key, between the legs dribble. Stops on the elbow, finds Megan Scott on the right side, and Scott unable to get it to go, but earns herself 2 free throws. Excellent pace there, Trelshawn Smith. So we don't have to run offense. I can just probe in transition. I've got an advantage. Gets herself into the lane, finds an open Megan Scott. Scott goes to the line for 2. And knocks down the first one. 17-8 is the score. 51 seconds to go first quarter. Megan able to hit both, so it's an 18-8 lead for the Pioneers. Her first 2 points of the ball game. Full court press again. Hayward guards the ball in the backcourt. This is Parrish bringing it up for Haskell. And ball now with Orstoga right side. To Yazzie. To Thomas. And swung back to Angela Orstoga, her first action of the game today. And Siona Orstoga drives in on the left slot. Ball's deflected out of bounds. Looked like it went off someone's foot. It's going to be last touch Pioneers, so Haskell will keep possession. They'll go baseline out of bounds. Only 6 on the shot clock. No reset. And they run a quick hitter to the corner. Screener slips to the rim and makes a tough contested catch and draws a foul on Austinson. So that'll be Siona Orstoga going to the line for 2. First foul on Lydia Austinson. Only second of the quarter on the Pioneers. Again, obviously in the women's college game, as it should be across the board and is everywhere except the men's college game. We play 4 quarters, not 2 halves, and fouls reset at 5. And fun fact, no 1-and-1 in women's college basketball, all 2-shot fouls. And Orstoga unable to get the first free throw to drop. And doesn't connect on the second one. Rebound Megan Scott, outlets it to Gooch. Gooch pushes left side. And wisely, the senior guard notices, hey, there's only 18 left in the game clock here for the first quarter. Let's get the last possession. Got us into some action. Foul way out top, 40 feet from the goal. That's 14 fouls on Haskell, so the next one would be free throws, but only 16 seconds to play. And they get a post isolation. Megan Scott left block. She goes middle, gets all the way to her right hand, has a layup and can't get it to drop. And that's a frustration foul there from Megan Scott. She's had a few good looks tonight and just unable to get them to drop. Uncharacteristic. Scott, a really efficient scorer in the post. Has a mismatch all the time on the block and has great hands, good footwork, and 9 times out of 10, she's going to make that shot. And this was the one. She's frustrated and commits a foul right after the missed bunny. And Haskell takes advantage. They cut it to a single-digit game. Parrish streaks down the floor. Pioneers didn't get set. And she gets the bucket to go on the right-hand side to make it an 18-10 game to close the first quarter. So Pioneers are led in scoring by Lydia Austinson with 7 in that first quarter. A pretty one move and a big three on the left side. And it's going to be an 18-10 game. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll see you after the quarter break. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports YouTube channel. And coming out of the first quarter break, when we return to action, it'll be Haskell ball. Possession arrow favors them. And Orstogo will throw the ball inbounds. Astorga, excuse me. She enters it to Yazzie. Pressured by Michaela Gooch at half court. And 1-4 high set from Haskell. Here comes that pro cut. And they're going to go cross screen, big to big, looking to go high-low. Now they go spread ball screen. And roll into the post. It's stolen away by Trelshawn Smith. Good help side defense. Trelshawn, low man in the help side. Saw that pass to the roller, came over, got a hand on it. And it looked like it was going to be a steal. Ends up being the last touch out of bounds off the Pioneers. And Haskell will throw it in, baseline out of bounds. Parrish to inbound. And she gets it into Guillory. Tiana Guillory. They reset the offense high. They go horns. High ball screen, rolled into the post. Now they go Guillory top of the key. Guillory looking for dribble handoff. She fakes it, keeps it herself, gets all the way to the block. Shot fake. Looking for a space. Nothing doing. Good post defense by Ariel Sargent. And they're going to call 3 seconds in the lane. Guillory did a good job keeping her dribble alive and getting all the way down to the left block, but Sargent stayed solid. Remained vertical, walled up, and forced a turnover there. Good defense from Sargent. She's playing a little bit different position. We saw her on the wing a lot last year. She started the game at the 4 spot for the Pioneers. They run some action out high, gets the ball into the corner on the right side. That's Sophie Reed. Her first action as a Pioneer. Unable to get that shot to drop on the right side, cutting to the rim. Sophie, a 5'10" sophomore guard, transfer from Simpson College from here in Olathe, Kansas. Good to have her back home. And Guillory's going to take a 3 on the left side. She got it. Cuts the lead to 5. Tiana Guillory. That's a tough matchup. Guillory, she's able to score in the post, has a good solid frame, but also can step out and knock down jump shots. And Jordan Gonzalez comes off a dribble handoff in the right corner, takes a pull-up jumper. Some contact there as Gonzalez and her defender both hit the floor, but no call. 8.5 to go, second quarter, 5-point game. Haskell run a high horn set again. This time to screen off Guillory, and Guillory pops. Shot fake, she's going to drive right. And Sargent was the primary defender. I think they're going to get Sophie Reed coming over and help. And they do, so first foul on Reed. Look to stay vertical with her arms there. Maybe we got a little bit of body check coming over. And Haskell will inbound baseline underneath. And Parrish inbounds to Jalen Two-Hearts, her first action of the game. Ball was stolen away, and here comes Sophie Reed back the other way, and what a response from Reed. Didn't love the foul call, and then immediately Pioneers get a stop, and Sophie Reed streaking down the floor. Gets herself one in transition, gets the basket to go, and she'll go to the line for one more. Great pass by Gooch in transition there as well. Gets the Pioneers playing fast, and Sophie Reed converts, knocks down the freebie. So she's got 3 points in the game now. 21-13, Pioneers lead. And Trelshawn Smith guards the ball top of the key. Goes under a screen. They're going to find Guillory, top left slot. She swings it, chases to a ball screen, slips it to the wing. And Jalen Two Hearts driving in left side. Shot blocked by Reed, and she comes down with the rebound. Finds Trelshawn Smith. Trelshawn behind the back. And now she's going to reset. Draws a foul there on Two Hearts. Trelshawn with some wizardry out by midcourt. Defender reached in, trying to get a steal in transition. Smith wraps it behind her back calmly. Then resets offense, draws a foul, and she'll throw it in on the sideline. Smith inbounds to Sargent. Sargent flips it right back to Smith, sets a ball screen right side. Trelshawn all the way into the lane, drops one off to Gonzalez. Extra pass, now drive and kick, another extra pass. Ball's moving for the Pioneers. Trelshawn Smith has it. Drives all the way into the lane, tries to draw contact, no call. Now there's going to be a scramble for the rebound underneath. Somehow it comes into Smith's hands in front of the rim, and she misses one off the glass. And now Haskell will control. And they're going to slow it down and run offense here. Frantic possession there. Pioneers multiple chances to score, couldn't convert. And a drive and kick left side. Haskell at three's no good from Jalen Two Hearts. The rebound, Sargent. And here comes Michaela Gooch, right side, driving kick. Reed, shot fake. She gets all the way to the rim, driving in with the left hand. And she's going back for her second and one in about 2 minutes of play. Sophie Reed, strong take, caught it in the right corner. Drove that long closeout. And you see players so often, when they're driving out of the corner, banana that drive and get all the way out toward the elbow and get cut off. And she didn't allow that to happen. Took a sharp angle to the rim and was able to finish right hand, right side. And she's converted on both of her and one opportunities, so she's got 6 now. Does Reed. Rachel Siebold checks back in for the Pioneers. Smaller lineup here. 3 guards and 2 kind of hybrid forwards. No true bigs on the floor for the Pioneers here. Gooch guards the ball top of the key, goes under a high ball screen. They throw it to Guillory on the pop, and she's going to drive right side, guarded by Reed. She goes a little scoop shot under the outstretched arms of Reed, and she's earned herself 2 free throws here. Got a half step on Sophie there on the right slot, and Sophie again tries to go vertical, and the little clever scoop shot there from Tiana Guillory is able to draw some contact, possibly with the body, and Reed, who's had a big spark here in the second quarter with 2 and 1s, will have to take a seat with 2 fouls. And so we'll see the first action of the game in the season and the career of Madison Haney. Career as a Pioneer, I should say. She is listed as a freshman, although I believe it's her 3rd year in college because of the redshirt year and the COVID year. I don't even know what you call people anymore. You can't just be a junior. You're a redshirt COVID year sophomore with 3 years of eligibility. But Madison Haney checks in. Ulysses, Kansas, Cloud County Community College transfer. She wears number 4 for the Pioneers. And Sargent drives in, kicks it out left side. Gooch, she's going to take a 3 right on the money off the back rim. And bounces out of bounds. Haskell takes over possession of the ball. Justine Butterfield checks in, her first action of the night for Haskell. And Farrah Parrish runs the point guard now for Haskell. She enters the offense right side to Nizoni Thomas. And then good post-entry pass there from Wakiana Irving, but they're going to get an offensive foul on Butterfield, who was posting hard on the right block and threw her body into a defender who had legal guarding position, and they call him for the offensive foul there. And Haskell's going to go back into a 2-3 zone. First, we've seen that tonight. Oftentimes early in the season, zone offense can be a struggle just because you haven't seen any of it yet. And you spend so much of that early season install working your man-to-man stuff. The zone offense tends to get better as the season goes on. But the Pioneers always well prepared. Coach Lewis has more and better zone stuff than maybe anyone in the country. The Pioneers 0 for 2 from 3 on that possession, and Haskell pushing the other way. Irving gets all the way into the lane, driving kick, good pass on the left side. Clean look at 3, couldn't get it to go. And rebounds batted around, and Nizoni Thomas comes down with her own rebound. And again, she comes down with her own rebound. And she makes the same play we saw Megan Scott make earlier in the game. Off balance, nowhere to go, and wisely taps it off of a defender so that Haskell will keep possession. They'll have 15 on the shot clock. It's 24-14, 5:36 to go in the first half. Pioneers lead Haskell in their opener. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout from Haskell. Stay with us, MNUsports.com, MNU Sports YouTube channel. Action to resume. Ball not quite in the coffin corner, but almost in the corner on the baseline. And a 1-4 high set. Good play out of the timeout. And Irving takes it on the right side and puts it in. Wakian Irving, her first basket of the ball game. Well executed play there. Coach Adam Strom's got to like that. His first season as head coach of Haskell. And Siebold drives, misses, couldn't get her, or gets her own rebound, and she's going to kick it out for a three-point attempt by Haney. And common theme for the Pioneers tonight, following their own miss and getting an offensive rebound. Madison Haney's turn. Left her three-point attempt short from the left corner and goes and collects it herself, and she's earned herself a trip to the line. Draws a foul in the middle of the lane. And Lydia Austinson is checked back in. And Haney knocks down the first foul shot. Gives the Pioneers 25 now in the half. And couldn't get the second one to go. Rebound by Nazoni Thomas. Irving sets the offense, goes high post to Guillory. She drives to her right hand. She's going to stop around the elbow and kick it out to Butterfield. Butterfield back to Guillory, chases into a ball screen. Now they throw it to Butterfield, who dived hard into the post. And she's going to draw a foul on Sargent this time. Some big-to-big screening action at the top from Butterfield and Guillory. And Butterfield dove hard to that left block, had a step, caught it deep in the post, and Sargent may have got some basketball there on that block attempt, but Butterfield's at the line for two, and she knocks down the first one. Makes it a 25-17 score. Unable to hit the second one. Ryan Robinson, famous in these parts for his whooping and all opponents, men's and women's games for years and years and years, trying to distract foul shooters, and he's doing that here tonight. Irving gets a steal for Haskell and pushes in transition. Makes a great pass to Parrish, who was unable to convert on the layup attempt, but Haskell offensive rebound, and Guillory's going to knock down a three. Cuts the lead to 5. Tiana Guillory with her second triple of the night. She's up to 9 points in the first half here. And then aggressive defense after the made three from Haskell. And they're going to get Irving with a foul, her second. That's Wakian Irving, who picked up the foul there. And Michaela Gooch will go to the line for two. Gooch knocks down the first foul shot, her first points of the ball game. See if the Pioneers come out in that press. They like to do that little soft 2-2-1. They've got a turnover out of it already after made free throws. And Gooch goes 2 for 2. Substitution. That's the other Irving twin checking back in, and the Pioneers are going to opt for that 2-2-1. Gonzalez and Gooch at the top. Trelshawn Smith and Austinson, the second line. Sargent, last line of defense. She's got to find Guillory. She closes out hard. Guillory shot fake and drive left side. She kicks it out. Extra pass. Irving to Irving. Sister to sister. Back to Guillory right side. Now she's going to enter the post. That's takes enemy, and she pivots in the middle of the lane and switched her pivot foot. So that's going to be a traveling violation. Pioneers take over. 27-20, 4:06 to play first half. Here's a full court press from Haskell. The ball's entered inside in the middle to the point guard, Gooch. And she throws a dangerous bounce pass, but recovered there by Jordan Gonzalez. Gonzalez takes it top of the key. She drives left side. Her shot's blocked away by Guillory. And Irving's going to push for Haskell. Mapion Irving takes enemy who feeds the post. Guillory shot's no good, but Irving to Irving. And the second sister couldn't get it to drop there. So Mapia passed it off to Wakian and unable to get it to drop there. And the Pioneers take advantage on the other side. Michaela Gooch buries a three on the left wing. Pushes that lead back out to double digits. 30-20 is your score. 3:22 to go first half. And backdoor cut. Irving catches it there and couldn't bring the pass in. Dribbled it off her foot. Good pressure defense there from Gooch. Made it a tough catch. And Justine Butterfield checks back in for Haskell. And Haskell's going to call off the press. See, they might drop back into that zone, and they do. Gooch patiently brings the ball across midcourt, gets us up in some zone offense. And she's going to receive a screen from Sargent. Overloads the zone, hits Trelshawn Smith left wing. She ball fakes, she drives middle. Makes two, Garter kicks it to Gooch right side. She's trying another three ball, no good. Ball's batted around under the goal, last touch Pioneers. It'll be Haskell ball. 50-50 from up here, a lot of hands around that offensive rebound opportunity. Interested to see the stats at halftime. Feels like the Pioneers have 120 offensive rebounds. And Gooch is going to pick up the ball full court. Now Trelshawn Smith guards right at half court line. Irving sets up the offense. Good pressure defense on the ball from Smith. Showing her hands, moving her feet, no fouls. Well done. Forces a tough entry pass to Guillory, and that's going to be a jump ball. Possession arrow favors the Pioneers. And Austenson and Sargent were around the ball when the jump ball was called, but that turnover is forced by Trelshawn Smith's ball pressure out near midcourt. Not going to be on the highlight tape at the end of the season, but an important play. Steals possession back, and Pioneers get a run offense. Haskell back into man-to-man. Entered high post to Smith. Sargent. Sargent throws it Trelshawn Smith left wing, and she knocks down a three on the left side. Trelshawn Smith, the sweet stroke from the left wing. It's amazing how often you see a good defensive play give some confidence to a player, and then she comes down and drills a shot on the offensive side, building momentum. And now she comes over and help, and Guillory kicks to Irving. Irving's in the right corner. Hesitation, in and out dribble, gets all the way into the paint, and she kicks it out to Trista Takes Enemy, who ball faked everyone in the gym, including herself. I think she was surprised she was so open and just about traveled, but did keep her footing, but wasn't able to knock down the jumper with her toes on the line. It would have been a two. And ball bounces out of bounds. Pioneers take over. Under 2 minutes to go in the half. Kayla Gooch directs traffic up top and enters the ball high post to Ariel Sargent. They're going to run some split action. Now they go dribble handoff. Trelshawn Smith, top of the key, probing. Crosses over, ball's deflected. Now she keeps it, she's driving right side. Step back jumper. Off the front rim, no good, but she gets her own rebound. She gets all the way into the lane, floater off the glass, no good. And takes enemy rebound. 3-on-1 break for Haskell. Irving passes it off to Guillory. Ball was deflected. It might have been last touch on Haskell, and it was. It was. Michaela Gooch was back in 3-on-1 defensively. Forced Irving to pick the ball up and make a pass, and Michaela got a fingernail on it, which caused Guillory to be unable to handle it. And it was off Guillory. Pioneers take over. 1:22 to go first half. Michaela Gooch guarded full court. Crosses the timeline. They're going to trap her near the timeline. Now Trelshawn Smith has it left side. Comes off a screen from Sargent. Hesitates, gets all the way into the lane. Pretty move from Trelshawn Smith. Hesitation, change of pace, changes speeds, gets the defender to relax, and she finds a soft spot about 10 feet out, right side, and buries a jumper. Trelshawn's got 6 in the game now. And there's going to be a three from the left slot by Takes Enemy, and she knocks it down. And then the press from Haskell forces a turnover on the inbounds pass, and it was Irving who misses a shot, gets her own rebound, and finds Guillory, and they cut it back to 10. Sloppy turnover there by the Pioneers. Quick inbounds pass after the made three. Falls right into the arms of Irving, and Haskell capitalizes. This time Smith breaks the pressure. Hands off Jordan Gonzalez, right wing. And she hits Michaela Gooch off a flare screen. That's that chop play they love so much. Gooch gets all the way into the lane, finds a cutting Ariel Sargent, unable to finish with her left hand on the left side. There's 12 seconds to go in the half. Haskell should have last possession. Try to get this thing to single digits before halftime. Takes enemy, driving kick, great pass. She found a cutting Irving on the baseline. She went reverse layup, couldn't get it to drop, got her own rebound, shot off at the buzzer, and she couldn't get it to go. Chaotic last minute there, both teams flying around. Score not indicative of how fast-paced this ballgame has been here. But it's going to be Pioneers taking a 10-point lead into the half. 35-25 is your score. 15-minute halftime. We'll be back in about 13 minutes, cover some stats, get you ready for the second half of action. Game one for your 11th ranked Pioneers, 35-25 lead. We'll be back. Stay with us, MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. And welcome back for the second half of the Mid-American Nazarene University Pioneers versus Haskell University. 35-25 first half score in favor of your Pioneers in game one of action for the 11th ranked team in the country, coached by John Lewis. First half scoring was led by Lydia Austinson off the bench with 7, and then 3 Pioneers tied with 6 points apiece. That's Jordan Gonzalez, who hit two out of 4 from downtown. Trell-Shawn Smith has 6 points and 6 rebounds. And Sophie Reed in just a couple of minutes of action before picking up 2 fouls with 2 and 1s chipped in 6 points. Haskell was led in scoring by Tiana Guillory. She had 11 big points in the first half, 4 rebounds, and a block shot. And Haskell's going to have the ball to start the second half. Out of the timeout, they run a pretty set back screen. Pass dropped off by Trista Takes Enemy. On time, on target. And that's an easy basket for Farrah Parrish. Excuse me, that's Nizoni Thomas who got to score the basket there. Good set out of the timeout for Haskell. Brought everybody out on the perimeter. Set a back screen for Paris on the right wing. Well executed. Pioneers go into the post. Megan Scott looking for her first field goal of the game. Once again, Scott had good post position, went to her patented spin move, got back to the middle of the floor, had a lane, but too many steps. Traveling violation. Haskell takes over. Little different starting lineup here for Haskell in the second half, as Trista Takes Enemy, who was playing on the wing the whole first half, is running the show from point guard here, and she's going to refuse a ball screen, take a pull-up jumper on the left wing, no good. Nizoni Thomas set the screen. Rebound by the Pioneers, and Michaela Gooch was looking to run, tried to find Ariel Sargent on a full court outlet, couldn't connect. Haskell takes back over. Now Irving's playing point again. She brings it across midcourt, guarded by Gooch. Finds Guillory right wing. She shot fakes on Megan Scott. Guillory swings it back to Irving, top of the key. Chases to a ball screen. Pick and pop. She's going to try another 3, top of the key. She hit it. Guillory's got 14, and that cuts the lead to 5 for the Pioneers. Here comes the press from Haskell. Little 1-2-2. Trell-Shawn Smith breaks it, throws a bounce pass to Sargent. Sargent tries to find a cutting Megan Scott, who had a lane to the basket, but ball goes off her foot and out of bounds. That's a really tough catch for a post player. You got to throw that thing up high. You can't ask your post players to go down and bring a ball in by their feet. And it results in a turnover. Here comes Haskell. They run that 1-4 high pro cut, and they're going to throw it to Takes Enemy on the right wing. She tries to drive Gonzalez, cuts her off, spins back, finds a hot hand in Guillory on the right wing, who couldn't get the 3 to go, but gets her own rebound. And she kicks it out to Trista Takes Enemy, who takes a pull-up jumper on the right elbow, no good. Rebound Megan Scott. And Trell-Shawn Smith will set up offense for the Pioneers. Trell-Shawn directs traffic. Haskell's back in that 2-3 zone. Done a good job changing defenses here early in the second half. Now Michaela Gooch probes, gets by one defender. And she finds a soft spot on the left elbow. Pull-up jumper, no good. Rebound Haskell. Here comes Takes Enemy. She's got numbers. Pretty pass. She finds Nizoni Thomas on the left side. And she puts the layup up and in. 35-32 is your score, 3-point game. Coach Lewis directing traffic now, tries to get him in a zone set. Looking to go high post to Megan Scott, and they do. Scott has Sargent on the block high-low, but it's taken away by help defender, so Trell-Shawn Smith's open on the right wing, but couldn't get the 3 to drop. And Jordan Gonzalez covers the offensive glass there. Pioneers had 10 offensive rebounds in the first half. Trell-Shawn Smith, driving kick. That's Gonzalez open on the left wing. She hits it. Stops the bleeding for the Pioneers. And Coach Lewis is going to talk things over. 30-second timeout. That's a big shot from Jordan Gonzalez. She's got 3 threes in the ball game. 38-32 your score. 7 minutes, 11 seconds to play in the third quarter. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere. MNUsports.com. We're back after that 30-second timeout by the Pioneers. 38-32. Haskell came out hot to start the second half. And that last possession answered by Jordan Gonzalez with a big 3 from the left wing. here comes Haskell. It's going to be Takes Enemy setting the offense top of the key. She goes to Irving. Box set. Guillory has it left side, looking to go high-low to Takes Enemy. And they run a little curl cut. And she caught it on the right block, gets back to her left hand, and she's going to be fouled by Sargent, goes to the line for 2 more. Run that play a few times tonight has Haskell, where they throw it into the high post to their best player in Guillory, so she commands a lot of attention. And then they had Nizoni Thomas posting hard on that left block, so it looks like a high-low look, but really it's like a screen, and she's running a curl cut right off of Thomas, and Takes Enemy earned herself 2 free throws, knocks down the first one, 5-point game. And second shot on the way. It's good, cuts to 4. 38-34 is your score. Haskell in the full court press. Inbounds near side to Gooch. Gooch back to Trelshawn Smith, and she's going to bring it up herself. Trelshawn probing at midcourt, calls out directions, trying to get him set up in that zone offense, finds Michaela Gooch right side. Gooch hits a cutting Megan Scott in the high post, and she's unable to maintain possession of the ball, stripped away there by Nizoni Thomas. Jump ball possession favors the Pioneers. They go baseline out of bounds, Sargent to inbound. Gets it into the block on Megan Scott. She goes around on the short side. Spin move to the baseline, and she missed another 2-footer. Here comes Haskell, numbers the other way, easy layup for Irving. And they steal the inbounds pass. Irving's gonna get another one. She scores 4 points in about 4 seconds and ties the ball game at 38. And a dangerous pass here from Trelshawn Smith. This press has caused some problems. Jordan Gonzalez able to break it. 6 minutes to go, third quarter. Press back to zone, been a good formula for Haskell. And Trelshawn Smith with a big 3 on the right corner gives the Pioneers a 3-point lead. That catch and shoot on the wing's been open against the zone. Trelshawn able to knock one down. She's got 9 points in the game. And Takes Enemy, Thomas, high post. Ran that same curl cut play, looking for Takes Enemy. Wasn't there this time. Good defense from Gonzalez. She goes dribble handoff with Irvin. Irvin has the ball deflected. Megan Scott got a hand on it, and it knocked it off of Irvin's leg, and so Pioneers will take over. Gives Haskell a chance to set up their press. They won't do it. Going to fall back into their zone. It looks like they're only going to press after made baskets. We'll have a couple subs. Sophie Reed in early in the second half. Deservedly so. She played great in her spark off the bench, as well as Lydia Austinson for the Pioneers, as Smith and Sargent take a seat. Michaela Gooch directs traffic. Staggered double. First screen curled by Sophie. Jordan Gonzalez comes off that step-up ball screen. She finds Megan Scott in the post. Scott again gets great position, spins back to her right shoulder in the middle of the floor, and she's able to get that one to drop. Her first field goal of the night. She's got 4 points, had 2 free throws early on. Pioneers need her to get going. And that's going to be a traveling violation right side. That's Guillory. She looks to be a little bit shaken up. Might have twisted her ankle a bit there. And Haskell's going to take a 30-second timeout. So a big 3 from Trelshawn Smith and a basket in the post from Megan Scott give the Pioneers a 5-point lead. We're going to take a 30-second break. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. It's going to be Pioneers ball coming out of the timeout. Happy to be able to bring you a free broadcast, especially in these times. It's going to be a little bit tougher to travel. Not everybody's able to come out in person. Use that live chat feature. Let us know where you're at in the world, who you're supporting, what team, what player you're rooting for. Happy to have you with us on the MNUsports.com, MNU Sports YouTube channel. Haskell staying in that little bit of a trap, and they're going to go back in a man-to-man this time. Got out of the zone, which was effective early on, and Jordan Gonzalez makes them pay with the drive on the left slot. And 1 getting to her left hand. She's got 11, and she'll go to the line for 1 more. Good take from Jordan Gonzalez. Little change of speeds, got down the lane line on the left side and finished with her left hand, high-level play. And she couldn't get the free throw to drop, so it's 45-38. Just under 5 to go, third quarter. Irving crosses midcourt. Going high, horns, ball screen. Guillory sets it, and she's going to pop. She's hit a couple of these. Top of the key three, left it short. Rebound, Irving. And she left her putback short. Sophie Reed came down with it. She tries to bring it up herself. Wisely turns it over to Jordan Gonzalez, and Gonzalez crosses midcourt. Dribble handoff to Michaela Gooch. And she finds Gonzalez left alone, left corner. Couldn't get her three to go down. Rebound, Guillory. She's got about 25 of those. I kid, but she's got a bunch of them. And an errant pass. The freshman point guard tried to throw it from midcourt to Thomas, and unable to handle it all the way underneath the goal, and it falls out of bounds. Pioneers take over possession. Zoni Thomas was open. Had a chance. It would have been a really tough catch. Risk not worth the reward there. And Pioneers get it to Megan Scott. And she faces up, drives hard to the right hand, and gets it to go. Her second field goal of the game. She's got 6 points now. Official's going to blow the whistle. I think it's need to reset the shot clock. And they do. So 27 on the clock. Haskell's possession. Irving crosses half court. Guarded by Gooch. Sets up the offense on the right side. Here comes a ball screen from Guillory. She loves that pick and pop. Pioneers ice it. This time she dives, is able to split two defenders, but couldn't get the layup to fall. Pioneers wanted a travel call. It wasn't, but couldn't get her feet under her. That's why she missed the layup. And Jordan Gonzalez pushing back the other way. She had a cutting Lydia Austinson. And again, that bounce pass cutting to the rim. If you don't get that ball up, that's a really tough catch. Austinson unable to hang on. It's a good look from Gonzalez. Cut was there. That pass was down by her shins, and that's tough to bring in, so it's another turnover for the Pioneers. But they have stretched this lead back out to 9. 47-38, 3.5 to go, third quarter. Haskell's running some offense. That's Astorga back in the game. She finds Irving top of the key, and she's going to try a three. Couldn't get it to go. Wide right. Bounces out of bounds. Pioneers will take over. Austinson's going to inbound. Haskell's going to set up that press. Farrah Parrish checks back in for Haskell. So it's the two Irving sisters, Parrish, Siona Astorga, and Tiana Guillory in the game for Haskell now. Austinson jumps in the air, finds Gonzalez, and she's able to find a cutting Sophie Reed. Sophie, good extra pass, short corner. Megan Scott wide open, couldn't hit it. Good play by Sophie Reed, found a soft spot in that press, cuts through the middle, was able to draw Scott's defender, got her a wide open shot, short corner. That's good offense. She's unable to convert that time. Haskell brings it back the other way. Here comes a take from Parrish. She finds Irving in the corner. Irving to Irving. Swings it over to Astorga. Drives left side. Jump stops, kicks it back out to Irving. Mapia Irving swings it across right side. And she's going to find a cutting Astorga. Astorga Euro step and one. They're going to get Sophie Reed again. That's her third foul. And a little bit off balance there was Siona Astorga, but good instinct. She saw that help defender come over, was able to avoid the charge. Maybe luck, maybe skill. Gets it to go, and she's got an and one opportunity. It's a 7-point game. She can cut it to 6 here. And she does. So here's that full court press. A lazy inbounds pass again. Pioneers are lucky. Jordan Gonzalez rips it away from Irving. Finds Gooch, breaks the press. Now they've got numbers. Sophie Reed in the corner. Shot fake, hard drive to her right hand. Gets all the way to the rim. Couldn't get the layup to go. Rebound by Sargent. Kick back out. Pioneers will reset. What a strong take from Sophie Reed. Just couldn't get the layup to drop. Now they're going to get Austinson on the wing. Reed short corner. And shot looked good. Rattles out. Guillory with the rebound. 6-point game. Haskell's pushing. Sophie Reed flying back in transition. What a hustle play from Reed. Had a great opportunity to score. Couldn't get it to go. Flies the floor on defense. Gets a deflection. And actually last touch on Haskell. So it's going to cause a turnover. Pioneers take over possession. 2:10 to go, third quarter. Austinson inbounds. Finds Michaela Gooch. Now Trelshawn Smith will bring it up. Smith against that high pressure from Ferris. Now finds Gooch. It is a zone, but those top two guards are really extending. Trellshawn Smith, right to left crossover, gets all the way down the lane, has a good look, gets it off the glass, couldn't get it to drop. There's Guillory again, another defensive rebound. She's been quieter offensively since the start of the half, but she's got every defensive rebound, it feels like. 1-4 high set. Here's that pro cut. They throw it to Paris. Chase to a double ball screen. Guillory rolls, catches it short corner. She's going to take that short corner jumper. No good. Rebound Sargent. Sargent to Gooch. Michaela pushes. Finds Lydia Austinson. She's going to drive left side. Gets all the way to the rim. And ball's deflected out of bounds. Official couldn't make up her mind if she wanted to call a foul or just call it out of bounds Pioneer ball. No foul is called. Probably the right call. Austinson will inbound. Baseline inbounds. She's going to find Trellshawn Smith out top. Smith probing against that two-guard front of the zone. Finds Gooch left side on the wing. High post to Sargent. She faces up. One dribble. Kicks it out. Wide open shot. Lydia Austinson. No good left rim. And that's going to be rebounded by Trista Takes Enemy. Here comes Haskell. Jalen Two Hearts, excuse me, in the game for Haskell now. Man, that's a tough turnaround jumper. No good. Rebound Sophie Reed. And little hesitation dribble. Michaela Gooch gets 2 feet in the paint, kicks it out to Reed. No good on the three, left it short. Austinson comes down with the deflected rebound, and they're going to reset the offense. Shot clock resets to 20. Trellshawn Smith, high post. Ariel Sargent, turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound Haskell, still a 6-point ball game. Chance to make it a one-possession game here. 10-second difference between shot and game clock. Trista Takes Enemy. Enters the offense on the left side. They're going to run that little curl cut action. Nothing doing, but they can find Guillory in the post, and that's a good play as she gets an and one. Tiana Guillory, she's a handful. Can shoot it from the perimeter and can score it in the post, and this time goes inside, draws a foul on Sargent. Gets the basket to go, and she's going to go to the line for one more with a chance to make this a 3-point ball game. Guillory's up to 16 points in the game, make it 17. 47-44 your score, 21 seconds to go in the third quarter. Trellshawn Smith against the press. Now Austinson right side, back to Smith. She crosses midcourt, 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Michaela Gooch, right to left crossover, hesitation, gets down the lane, shoots that floater. Hits every part of the rim, doesn't drop, but there's Sophie Reed. She's got a nose for the basketball. I like watching this kid play. With a big offensive rebound, draws the foul. 3.8 seconds on the clock, and Reed's going to go to the line for two. She has brought a big energy spark off the bench for the Pioneers, and she knocks down that free throw. Reed up to 7 points in the ballgame, 48-44. Second foul shot on the way, no good, too strong. Rebound Guillory again, 2 seconds. Haskell not going to get a shot off. So it's going to be 48-44 into the third quarter. Your 11th ranked Pioneers in a tough contest with Haskell, who came into tonight 0-3, but they've played well, and Tiana Guillory is a handful inside. 4-point ball game, fourth quarter coming your way next. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Stay with us. we go. Start of the fourth quarter coming. Haskell's going to have the ball to begin the fourth quarter. And Pioneers weathered the storm there with some turnovers early and a hot start for Haskell. They tied the ball game. Pioneers able to stretch that lead back to 4, start of the fourth quarter. And Jalen Two Hearts drives on the right side, and she's able to get one off the glass, and good. Pretty move from Two Hearts. And they're back into that press. It's caused some problems, and Jalen Two Hearts steals it away from Michaela Gooch, and she finds Orstoga at the rim. Tie ball game. And they trap Gooch again, this time able to get it to Rachel Siebold. Rachel crosses half court, gets trapped one more time. Haskell's now going to get back into that zone. Gooch able to set up the offense, 20 on the shot clock. Hits Trellshawn Smith left wing, and Smith knocks down another 3. Gives the Pioneers 51-48 lead. Trellshawn Smith hits another big shot. Michaela Gooch able to find her open on the left side. Against that zone, those guards are so extended. They're getting some clean looks on the wing. Smith's knocked down a couple of them now. And Two Hearts going to take a 3 left side, too strong. Rebound Gooch. And she pushes Trellshawn Smith. We've got a 2-on-2 break. Trellshawn. Little Euro step, tries to get one off the glass left side, no good. Rebounded by Farrah Parrish, and Parrish going to find Orstoga. She's going to reset and run some offense. And she's left alone in the short corner, wide open, knocks it down, cuts that lead to 1. 51-50 is your score. And Pioneers having all kinds of problems inbounding the basketball against this press. Jalen Two Hearts has made a massive impact defensively here. She's making it really difficult on the Pioneer guards to get open against the press with a couple of steals. That time deflects it out of bounds. And Siebold's going to inbound from the coffin corner. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Siona Astorga knocks down the shot to cut it to 1. Here comes Siebold, able to break the pressure this time. Now Jordan Gonzalez, right corner. Going to come off a ball screen from Scott. Frees her up at the elbow, and pull-up jumper no good, but draws a foul. Now, Megan Scott won't get a stat in the book for this, but that's a screen assist for coaches when they're statting at home. Sets a great ball screen, able to give Jordan 10 feet of space. And she had a clean look at a jumper, unless she got fouled, which she did. And she's a good free throw shooter, heads to the line for 2, knocks down the first one. She's up to 12 points in the game. And make it 13. 3-point lead Pioneers. Trellshawn Smith guards Jalen Two Hearts full court. She handles the pressure, receives a ball screen here. Nope. Gonna get tied up by Smith, deflects it away, but Haskell comes down with it. Here comes Guillory finds 2. Takes enemy in the corner, 3's no good. The rebound's batted away by, well, there's a few hands there. They're gonna say last touch Pioneers. Haskell will retain possession. Baseline out of bounds. 8:01 to play, 3-minute ball game. Haskell's got a chance to tie it. Baseline out of bounds. Struggling to get it in. And just before the 5-second call, Parrish is able to find Two Hearts cut into the lane, and she draws a foul on Trellshawn Smith. Only Trellshawn's first personal. And first team foul of the quarter. And here's Guillory, top of the key 3. She's hit 3 or 4 of those tonight, leaves this one short. Played a lot of minutes. Legs might be getting a little tired. Goes out of bounds. Pioneers will have to inbound against this full court 1-2-2. Megan Scott releases the pressure, handles the double team, and finds Sophie Reed. And Reed a little bit out of control, head down. Loses possession of the ball. He goes out of bounds. Haskell takes over. That's another turnover caused by this full court press. In a 1-possession game, those could come back to bite you. Takes enemy, sets up the offense. They go high post. Here comes that curl cut play. There's Jalen Two Hearts on the curl, no good. So they look to post, can't get it to her. And takes enemy. Left wing. Official missed that one. We'll take it. That goes in favor of the Pioneers. Double dribble is called. I'm pretty sure that ball was deflected and knocked out of Takes enemy's hands, and that's why she was able to dribble again. Referee missed the deflection, calls double dribble. Pioneers take over. Justine Butterfield checks back in for Haskell. And Two Hearts, who played sparingly in the first half. made a big impact here second half for Haskell. It's number 2 in white, top of the zone here. She guards the ball, swung to Trelshawn Smith. She's going to receive a screen from Ariel Sargent. Sargent goes pick and pop on the wing, gets the zone. Smith gets into the lane, has her pass deflected. Megan Scott had a look for a layup, but stolen away. And Tristan Tuharts takes that pull-up jumper on the elbow, no good. Rebounded by Arstoga. And her shot was blocked away by Megan Scott, but they're going to call a foul. She'll go to the line for 2. And so Siona Astorga at the line for 2. And she knocks down the first one, cuts this game to a 2-point lead for the Pioneers. 53-51's the score, 7:06 to play. And she got both. 53-52. Jordan Gonzalez to inbound. Gets it inbound to Megan Scott. Scott handles the double team and finds Lydia Austinson, right side. Austinson dribbles it off her knee, stolen away. Astorga again, she drives all the way in, turns down the shot, gets it to Jalen Tuharts, little touch pass to Justine Butterfield, and Butterfield unable to come down with it cleanly, but Haskell keeps possession. Tuharts going to take a sidestep 3 on the wing, no good, rebound Gonzalez. Here come the Pioneers. Gonzalez pushes, finds an open Sargent left wing. Sargent's 3's too strong, no good. Long rebound, batted around at midcourt, Austinson comes down with it. And Pioneers are going to take a timeout. 30-second timeout, Coach John Lewis. It's a 1-point game, 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go. Pioneers lead Haskell 53-52. We'll take a quick break. Be right back, MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Pioneers will inbound on the sideline, right in front of their bench, 6.5 to go. They get the ball to Michaela Gooch, top of the key. And they've got a play set up, trying to go inside to Megan Scott against the zone. Can't get it to her. Skip pass, Gooch. Gooch's going to shot fake, drive left side. She's got an open layup, gets it to go. That's a veteran play by Michaela Gooch. Doesn't settle for the 3. Her team's struggling. They need to get an easy one, and she gets all the way to the lane, knocks down the jumper from about 5 feet out. Kind of a push shot layup jumper there. Haskell, chance to tie it, 3-point game. And Guillory just about travels top of the key, kept that pivot foot down. They go to Jalen Tuharts, left side. She's going to drive right and turns it over. Stolen away by Sargent, help side, came over in rotation, read that pass and took it away. Pioneers running some offense, 5:40 on the clock. Gooch goes high post Sargent and finds a cutting Megan Scott wide open on the high-low. Great pass from Sargent, and Scott just unable to make the layup. Still a 3-point lead. Fortunately, Haskell unable to take advantage. This time, Guillory unable to drive baseline, kicks it out of bounds. Pioneers take over possession. Haskell's going to stay in that 2-3 zone. No press this time. Gooch able to catch her breath as she crosses half court. Do extend those guards, though. She's being guarded at the timeline now. And directing traffic, picks her dribble up. She's being pressured there. Sargent pressure relief. Gives it right back to Gooch, 10 on the shot clock. They go high post Megan Scott. This time she tries to find a cutting Sargent high-low. Pass went between her legs, but officials are going to say kicked ball. And that's a big play because there was 6 seconds on the shot clock, but the kicked ball is going to reset the clock to 20. So Pioneers get 20 seconds. They get to run a baseline inbounds play, and they don't have to be in a rush here. They go right into Megan Scott. Scott fakes the handoff against the double team. Drives to her right hand. She missed another layup, but it's not going to count as a shot attempt. They're going to get her for a travel. And Sophie Reed's going to check back in. Here's picking up full court here. Just a little token ball pressure. Not really a press. Just enough to make you think about it. Farrah Parrish enters to Guillory. Tiana Guillory fakes the handoff. She tries to drive right, cut off by Reed. Kicks it over to Takes Enemy. Swings it in the corner. Astorga comes off a ball screen, gets middle, all the way to the elbow, kicks it back out to Guillory. Guillory shot fake, drives right. Good defense by the Pioneers. There were 3 of them there contesting that shot, as Reed, Austinson, and Gonzalez all come in and help against a really good player, and Guillory forces a difficult shot. Ball's out of bounds. Pioneers take over. Jordan Gonzalez, left wing. High post, Ariel Sargent. And Sargent has it stripped away from behind. Trista Takes Enemy, pushes in transition, and she gets a bump from Austinson, which will be the 3rd team foul on the Pioneers, so no bonus free throws yet. Only the 2nd personal on Austinson. Substitution for Haskell. They're going to bring that freshman point guard, Mapia Irving, back in the game. And try to go inside. Ball's deflected out of bounds. Pioneers will take over possession. They were trying to find Zoni Thomas on the block. Looked for a split second to have an angle on the high-low, but tough pass, tough catch. Pioneers take over. No press again. It's been effective for Haskell, but they've dropped back into that 2-3 zone. High ball screen. Gooch gets middle, overloads the zone. She goes Austinson, looking to go to Gonzalez in the corner. Nothing there. Try it one more time. Off the screen. Gooch gets into the lane. Drive and kick, finds Sophie Reed. Her three's no good. And a battle for the offensive rebound. Austinson's going to tie up Guillory. And so the jump ball possession arrow is going to favor the Pioneers. Haskell had the ball coming out to start the 4th quarter. So Pioneers take over possession here on the jump ball. Heads up, energy play, effort play there from Austinson. Steals a possession for the Pioneers. And we're going to take a full timeout. See what Coach Lewis draws up on this baseline out of bounds. Big possession coming, just under 4 minutes to go. 3-point ball game. We'll take a 1-minute break. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. And coming out of that full timeout, Trelshawn Smith will inbound on the baseline. Haskell's in the 2-3 zone, even on the inbounds. Although high ball pressure from Butterfield. They're going to find Gooch in the right corner, left corner, excuse me. She drives baseline, hits Trelshawn Smith. Left elbow, step back jumper, no good. Rebound Butterfield. And Takes Enemy is going to run offense for Haskell. She sets him up at the top of the key, comes off a high ball screen. Drive and kick, left corner, three's on the way, no good. Too strong on the 3-point attempt from Thomas, and Gooch gets the rebound, brings it herself. She comes off a screen from Sargent. Drive and kick to Trelshawn Smith. Smith probes, gives it back to Michaela Gooch. Open three, top of the key, rattles out. Looked good all the way, hit every part of the rim, and just lips out. 55-52, 3 minutes to play. Drive and kick, another 3-point. No, she's going to shot fake and drive. That's Takes Enemy, and she hits a nice pull-up jumper. Gets a fooled everyone in the gym, including the announcer. I thought she was taking a 3 left wing, and she went shot fake, 2 dribble pull up, knocked it down, cuts the lead to 1. They fall back into their zone. Trelshawn Smith directs traffic. It's Jordan Gonzalez, right wing. She throws a skip pass to Gooch. Gooch goes high post to Sargent. Sargent spins middle, tries to get it to Reed. Short corner, pass deflected, but Reed comes up with it. Drive left side by Gonzalez. She gets all the way to the rim with her left hand, couldn't get it to go. And rebound Haskell. Although ball's deflected around at midcourt, Pioneers are going to come up with it. Trelshawn Smith driving kick. Jordan Gonzalez for 3, no good. Smith chasing down the rebound, and she's going to be fouled by Butterfield going after the loose ball. Smith was trying to get an offensive rebound on a long bounce, and Butterfield diving on the floor is going to be whistled for the foul call. So Pioneers keep possession. Trelshawn looks to be okay. A lot of contact there, but she's all right. They're going to go inbounds on the baseline. Trelshawn to throw it in. Haskell remains in the zone. And they go to Gooch in the corner. Michaela goes to Megan Scott. Megan Scott one-on-one in the post. Little shoulder shake, gets to her right hand, and she gets the basket to go. Big bucket for Megan Scott. Pioneers needed that one. Off the inbounds play, 3-point lead, and now they're stolen away. Gooch tries to go back to Scott, cutting to the rim, and it's stolen by Guillory. Guillory's going to find Take Sinemy. She's got an easy layup the other way. Costly turnover there, cuts it to 1. That's a 4-point swing, a layup the Pioneers weren't able to capitalize on, and an easy layup for Haskell. 57-56, a minute 50 to play. Trelshawn Smith is double teamed in the backcourt. She's able to find Sophie Reed. Reed handles the ball, gets all the way into the lane, drops it off to Scott, right side. Scott, Euro step on the baseline, no good. Good defense from Guillory. Rebound Haskell. They've got a chance to take the lead here. And it's Irving all the way into the lane, drops off a pretty bounce pass to a cutting Tiana Guillory, who converts. She's got 19, and Haskell takes a 1-point lead. Under a minute and 30 to go. That press has bothered the Pioneers here late. Jordan Gonzalez breaks it, gets the ball to Michaela Gooch. Gooch hits Megan Scott high post. Scott thinks about a jumper, turns it down, finds Trelshawn Smith outside. Smith comes off a ball screen from Scott. Crossover left to right, gets in the paint, draws a help side defender, kicks it to Megan Scott, and she missed another layup. Might have had a little bit of contact there. Offensive rebound. The shot clock just went off, but it should have been reset, and the Pioneers miss a layup. Referees missed that one. Megan Scott missed a layup. It hit the rim. Pioneers get the offensive rebound, but the shot clock did not reset. The buzzer goes off for a split second before the clock resets, and the shooter panics hearing the buzzer, misses a short chip shot when play should have been stopped or had a fresh shot clock. Regardless, Haskell came away with the rebound and throws it out of bounds, so Pioneers are going to get another possession, but that was chaotic. We've got a full timeout, Haskell. They've got a 1-point lead, 49 seconds to go in the ball game. It's going to be Pioneer basketball, down 1. We'll be back in 1 minute. Stay with us, MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. Play is set to resume here after the full timeout. The officials are signaling Pioneers must inbound the ball with the length of the floor to go. Coach Lewis disagrees. He's claiming the timeout was called and Pioneers should have possession in the front court. And referees are going to stay with their original call. Pioneers have to inbound full length of the court to go, and Haskell's able to set up the press. That's a big advantage for the defense there. Austinson turns it over, trying to find Megan Scott against the full court press, although there was not a lot of ball pressure being applied there. Just turned and fired it to Scott, and it goes out of bounds. And Haskell's going to take over possession. 43.7 to play, 1-point game. And there's going to be a 30-second timeout called by Haskell. There's going to be a lot of debate. Coach Lewis has to be careful here. The referees have given him a warning, and you can't get a technical foul in a game with one possession and 43 seconds left, and he won't. Veteran head coach, but very upset with the ruling of the inbounds placement there. Coach Lewis had a full timeout to talk to his girls and was drawing up a set thinking they have the ball in the front court. And then they come out and have to inbound it with the length of the floor to go against the full court press. A completely different scenario that they definitely did not just prepare for in the timeout. And it paid off for Haskell as a turnover ensued on the next possession. So miscommunication there between the officiating crew and the head coaches. But we've got 43.7 to play. Haskell leads 58-57. And it's their ball. 13 seconds make up the difference between the shot and game clock. Sophie Reed guards the ball at half court. Putting on high ball pressure, takes enemy, handles it, finds Irving left side. And she's going to set it up top of the key. And she comes off a high ball screen. And Thomas gets open on the roll after the ball screen, and she's able to put it home. Haskell takes a 3-point lead. Shot clock is off. Trell Smith pushes the other way. 60-57. Smith probing. In and out dribble. Gets all the way into the lane. Floater, too strong, no good. Rebounded by Trista Takes-Enemy, and she's going to be fouled by Smith. Haskell takes a 3-point lead, and they're going to go to the line for 2, as that's going to be the 15th foul on the Pioneers. Excuse me, that's only 14 fouls, so not in the bonus yet. One more foul before free throws are shot. And we've got a full timeout from Haskell. So 60-57 your score, full timeout. We'll be right back. MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. So 16 and a half seconds to go. Haskell has the length of the floor to go. A buzzer sounds as Haskell's trying to inbound. So they'll get another chance to throw the inbounds pass on a reset here. Pioneers denying full court. They got to get a steal. And once again, they're going to reset the inbounds. Okay, play ready to resume. Guillory tries to throw it in full court. She's able to inbound it. Double team by the Pioneers. It's going to be stolen away by Reed, and Reed's fouled. Reed fouled by Irving. So a big steal there by Sophie Reed, anticipating. Good double team by Megan Scott on the left side. And Reed playing center field there. Free safety. Reads the quarterback's eyes, comes up with the interception, and draws the foul. Now Haskell has one more foul to give, so Pioneers are not shooting free throws just yet. A three-pointer can tie the game. 13.2 seconds to go. Haskell's out of timeouts. Pioneers with 4 still. And ball needs to be inbounded. Gooch finds Trell Smith near half court. And Smith dribbles to the middle. She's going to kick to Gonzalez. Gonzalez couldn't handle the pass cleanly. And they're going to get a timeout. 6 seconds to go Coach Lewis gets a full timeout. They'll have an opportunity to set up a play here, sideline out of bounds. They're going to go 30-second timeout. What a chaotic end to this first game of the season in the Cook Center for the Lady Pioneers. Miscommunication on one inbounds play results in a press by Haskell with a big turnover, and they're able to convert to go up 3. And then just there, Haskell has a legitimate gripe as they've got to go inbound the basketball against the denying pressure defense of the Pioneers, who need a steal. And their coach felt like they had a player open, and the buzzer sounds at the scorer's table, and so referees stop play and they have to reset. And on their second chance to inbound, they are able to get the ball inbounds, and a good trap by the Pioneers results in a steal. So just chaos here to end the game. And Pioneers need a 3 to tie it. One foul to give for Haskell. Jordan Gonzalez to inbound on the sideline. She finds Megan Scott. They go right back to Gonzalez. Quick handoff. She got a clean look at the 3. Couldn't get it to go. Megan Scott offensive rebound. She's got to fire up a 3 at the buzzer. No good. Off the front rim. A well-executed game-winning play on the sideline out of bounds got Jordan Gonzalez a look at 3, and she couldn't get it to drop. Megan Scott got a big offensive rebound and was able to get a fire-up 3 off at the buzzer. It would have counted and tied the game if it went, but left it a little bit short. And 60-57 is your final score. Haskell, who was 0-3 before tonight, comes into the Cook Center and upsets the 11th-ranked Pioneers in Game 1. Now, it's early in the season. Pioneers missing some key contributors that will join them later in the year. And they'll definitely learn from this. It's such a well-coached group that they're going to grow, and they'll be much better moving forward. They looked so good early on in this one, just unable to sustain that full-court press and some key turnovers and some hot shooting down the stretch, big plays by Haskell. And they're going to come out victorious, 60-53. Thanks for being with us, MNUsports.com, MNU Sports on YouTube. We'll see you next time.